Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin here in the video tutorial for you guys today. And today we're going to be focusing on this stamp set called Snowfront. Look at all of these wonderful images. Even this little snowman down here at the bottom. You got a little log cabin, but this is a great set. I have not really got to work with this a whole lot on screen, so I thought we would create a card today. And as you can see, there's no sentiment, so I'm going to be using a sentiment from Best Year, and because it's kind of a snowy scene, we're going to use Warm Wishes for a Happy Christmas. Along with that, we're going to be using a refill kit from It's the Most Wonderful Time product medley refill kit. It comes with these great little gorgeous gold stars, which we will be using. Some of these card fronts in 3 different designs. It's gold and whisper white, and it is embossed on there. And then we're going to be using this gorgeous paper. Now they've got stickers on here, so you've got all these kind of great stickers, and we're going to be using one of these deer actually in our scene. And then we're going to be using some of the paper from this DSP pack that's in this product medley. So you have all that gorgeous paper if you guys have not seen it. So we're going to be using all of that. Look at them deers right there. Is that not just gorgeous? I love this DSP pack. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create our little scene, our little snowy scene. And I've got a piece of Whisper White that is cut by 3 3/4. And we're going to be using Smoky Slate, Old Olive, and then the Tuxedo Memento Brown ink. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our Smoky Slate. And we are going to use this little image right here. It is like a little snowbank is what I look at it as. So I am going to go this way with it, and I am just going to stamp down over here, kind of stamp off a little bit off the card, not much, and then come back over here and kind of stamp. So it kind of looks like a, you know, like a snowbank kind of goes like that. And you can come back and put a little bit right where that white spot is right there to kind of cover that up. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our little house right here, and we're going to ink that up. And we're going to put this little house about kind of like right there. It's going to sit right on the snowbank. Whoops. Uh-oh. Let's not get our ink on there. Okay. And then we're going to take our snow right here, this little snow. We're not going to do that one just yet. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to add snow to our card. And I'm just going to start in random spots. And I'm going to stamp and then just kind of stamp off in different spots. Okay. And you're just trying to create a scene here that the snow is falling. Isn't that pretty? But you don't want, you know, you want the to kind of be spread apart a little bit. So we're going to kind of just go like this, and we'll put one down here like this, and you're just going to keep going down. We're just going to put one here, and we'll kind of do this one right here. Okay, and we're going to stamp off a little bit, stamp right there, stamp off, kind of go right there. I'm just trying to kind of fill this in a little bit where my scene is at. Okay, like that. Not pretty already? I think it's pretty. Okay, so we're going to close up our Smoky Slate. Then we're going to bring out our Old Olive, and we're going to take this little pine tree. We're going to ink it up. We're going to make this little house, this little log cabin, a little hidden. So I'm going to stamp kind of right like off the page like that. And then I'm going to stamp up a little bit and get some of that stamped off of that tree kind of behind it. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to stamp right here, and then I'm going to stamp off and lower my tree and go about right there, because we're going to add some more stuff to that scene. Okay, and then we're done with this actually. We only used it for that little bit. Now we're going to get out our Memento Tuxedo Black. I'm always really careful with that because, you know. And we're going to be using this nice little, I'm going to call it a birch tree. It's no leaves on there. You know, it's winter time and it's already off. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stamp a little up because it's going to make this look like it's the first thing we see. Okay. And I'm going to stamp right about here because I just want to see a little bit of the trunk right there. Okay. And then this one, we're going to stamp a little bit more. We're going to see a little bit more of this trunk. Okay. Like that. Look at that. So just pretty already. Just, oh, so pretty. Okay, so that's all the stamping we're going to do, believe it or not. This is kind of a quick card to put together. You're just creating a scene. So now we're going to get one of these deer. And I want one of the deer, it looks like he's feeding. So I want this one. You can see I've already used one. So I'm just going to pull him off. And he's already got adhesive on him. Already got adhesive backed. So it kind of looks like the deer is kind of 3D. And we're going to put him right about here. Like he's put his little, well, yeah, we're going to put him right about here. Look at that. And then it kind of makes him pop up a little bit, and it makes him look really close to like, if we're looking out a window, he's really close to us. Okay, so we're done with our stamping, with this part. Now we're going to get out a piece of Whisper White, and this is cut at 2 1/4 by 1 1/4, and this is going to be for our tag. Okay, so we're going to get out our Warm Wishes. We need our memento back. Let me make sure it's put it on there right. Okay, Warm Wishes for a Happy Christmas. I thought it was appropriate with the snow. And we're just going to stamp right in the middle of that, like that. Okay, put this over. Now we're going to use a punch. And this is our everyday label punch. Okay, and first we're going to take some Old Olive, and this is cut at about I'd say 2 5/8 by, or I mean 1 5/8, or maybe 1 1/2, 1 3/8, something like that. You just need a piece that's kind of big enough for this label. So we're gonna punch out our label. Go down here. Okay, so I'm gonna save some of that for later. Stamp on this one like this. Let's stamp first because, you know, I want this to be right. I want this to look right, and I want to tell you how to do it right. Okay, so let's stamp. Oh, okay. So stamp a little close. Okay, like this. So he's got his words are kind of in between this circle part. Just takes me a minute. Okay, now we're only going to trim this side, I think it is, just because the words are a little bit closer. Okay. Come on. Okay. Yes. Okay, that worked. Now we're going to trim him. And you can trim this with your scissors if you want. I'm trying to get that piece out. Hold on just a second. Let me get that piece up. That's how you got to keep your track clean. Can't be having that kind of stuff in there. Okay, so now we're going to trim him like that. Okay, get that piece off. And a little piece there. Come on, stay down there for me now. Don't let the viewers be all like, you know, she don't know what she's doing here. Okay, now please, please, please let this have worked. It worked the first time. Aha, there we go. Okay, so you can stamp it first, then do that. Okay, woohoo. I was fixing to worry there, y'all. I was fixing to get really worried there for a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our card together. So we've got all our stamp pieces. We've got a piece of Whisper White that is cut at 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. We've got a piece of Old Olive, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And don't forget, all the measurements and supplies will be listed down below. We've got a piece of Old Olive that is cut at 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And a piece of Old Olive, 3 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then our DSP is cut at 4 by 5 1/4 and 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And we're going to layer this up like this. Okay, so let's get out our adhesive. So we're going to take our front here, and we're just going to start layering. So a nice little layered card with some cardstock and some DSP. Okay, so that's our first layer. Look at those cute, gorgeous deer on the back of that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. But I wanted some real red. So this is real red, and old olive is in this DSP paper. And gold, of course. Okay, that's our second layer. There's our third layer. I love this side too. I was trying to think, did I create something with that side? I think I did. I can't remember. And I just thought these little starry looking stars, like a starry night, would be really pretty with that. Okay, let's burnish our card base. Now let's start laying these layers. Put that over there. I probably do this backwards, probably a little bit longer, but this is how I have to do it. So layer that one. And of course I'm left-handed, so I always go like this. I've always got it sideways. I write the same way. Okay, and then layer this one. Now I will tell you a little trick if you want. If you don't want to be wasting all of this DSP, before you lay it down, you can do, use a punch or a die cut to cut this out, and that saves you some. I didn't do that, but you could do that. Sometimes I do that to save, save some money. Okay, and then this I'm going to put it right in front of me so I can kind of see. I want to make sure it's even on all sides. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to take this and we're going to give it some more height because we're going to use some, it's going to be a very, very tight border. Okay, so we're going to take that and then we're going to grab some dimensionals. And we're going to put 2 on here and take this off. All right, and then we're just going to add our sentiment, and I'm going to add it kind of down a little bit to the side over here. You can add it wherever you would like. And then we're going to take some of these little gold stars because I just thought it would be cute to add some of these if I can open them up. Okay, there we go. That was easy enough, huh? And then I'll get my take your pick tool, get my little putty side out. I just ordered 2 more of these. My friend Ellen, she keeps a couple on hand so she doesn't have to trade, keep moving stuff around. And I said, oh, what a great idea. I need to do that same thing. I'm going to put one there. Okay. And then I'm just going to put one down here. So we've got kind of like a lopsided triangle. And there we go. Now I will show you my original. The only difference is that I used a different DSP. I used this gold and like greenery one, and that was it. But I hope you guys like this. And if you have not purchased this snow front, y'all, there's just so many possibilities to use with this stamp set. I just really wanted to use this paper and that deer. I thought would be perfect. You could put some more deer in the background. You could make a big old card with this stamp set. And of course, this stamp set has got a lot of different sentiments throughout the year. You've got Father's Day, birthday, Christmas, congratulations, and just a hello. So great set to start out with sentiments. Okay, guys? All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys are enjoying Vlogtober, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.